Hello, good evening. How's it going? Yes, table for one, please. Sit wherever I'd like. Very well, then. Okay. Oh, hello there. How's it going? Very, very nice to see you again this evening. Mind if I have a seat with you? Ah, yes. Very nice. So, how's a fine maiden like yourself doing tonight? Mm-hmm. Very, very nice. Seems that you've been doing well by yourself here in this tavern. Oh, really? Very, very nice. You've been hanging around the tavern a lot lately, trying as hard as you can to, hear all the interesting stories of those of us adventurers and other wanderers and travelers and so on and so forth coming through this land. Have you heard any interesting stories? Ah, yes, very, very nice. But nobody is finer than yourself. There aren't that many more beautiful people in the world, and you, my lovely maiden, are a very, very fine young lass. So I hope you've been doing well for yourself. Oh, very good, very good. Have you been out on your own adventures in the world lately? Or have you still been tending to yours and your uncle's shop out in the marketplace? Oh, very nice. Still working on that market project, Yep, gotta get a lot of produce and sell it to the best quality, to the best people there are. Which, of course, is the whole town, that is, because everybody loves to buy your produce. Oh, yes, very nice. And what's more, I've been out adventuring. Today was a very, very stressful day today. Mm-hmm. Me and many other adventurers and scouts and wanderers, we were all out in the land, and we even got help from a few mages to help us take down a mighty dragon today. Oh yes, we were out in a cave exploring. There were rumors of some people who had been going missing, and thus, while we were in the cave, we were surrounded, and a huge dragon approached us. Oh yes, very much so. We took him down, and we went forward, and some of us almost died, but thankfully, none of the injuries were too grave. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Plus, I have to think about my family, and of course, the lovely maiden sitting in front of me right now, who I have to get back to, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be sad if I don't return. Yeah, don't flatter yourself. You're not the only one in my life, but still, you're a very, very beautiful girl. Lover? No, I haven't found a lover for myself yet. Why, do you wish to be that special someone for me? Well, what would it take? I don't know. I guess it would take living life in a new world, going out on adventures. You should even join me out on an adventure sometime. I could teach you how to hunt for things and harvest things and how to make those connections and network, which may be a term that people use in the future. Getting to network with other people. You never know. Oh, yes. That's the life for me. Going out on adventures, going who knows where, doing who knows what. But of course, I'm always down to relax and not adventure and live an ordinary life here in the town with many fine people and many beautiful maidens. But of course, I think you, my lovely maiden, are the only lady for me in this whole world. Stupid, isn't it? But if you believe in fate or love at first sight, then you should know I've been in love with you for a very long time. Oh, yes, very much so. So, any more stories you want to hear? Okay, yeah, sure. So, we were out there, and the main adventure for today that I was given the task to by my secretary, we were headed out to go find some rare crystals that are out in the caverns, and we were warned ahead of time to be careful as some people have gone missing around there. Unfortunately for us, everyone in our party came back. However, be that as it may, we went hunting for crystals, and we were only able to find a few. The crystals we did bring back, we were in need to return to the secretary, as she would be the one who is processing them and determining what gets done to them as given to by the higher-ups and how they want to use them. Some can be used for magic, others are used for medicine, and some are even used for cooking. That's right, you never know, you may have crystal-infused power mixed with the produce that you and your uncle sell. Oh yes, my fair maiden. I missed you all day today. Earlier this morning, I dropped by, grabbed a few carrots for my buddy Isaac and his steed, and thus we set out on our adventure. Yeah! I guess even at night I still have that adventurous spirit. But anyway, anything interesting going on in the ordinary civilian life such as your own? Really? That is so cool. You think he's a foreigner? You never know. He's a very mysterious man out there. I just hope he's not an enemy of the state, you know? But thus, it seems a little shocking that some guy in a black cloak would seriously come and buy from you. But hey, you know the old saying, money is money, doesn't matter who it comes from. You get more of your produce sold and you get more money for yourself and your family, then that's all that really matters. Now, in the meantime, Oh, yes, hello. Yes, hi, I'd like to order myself the, cutlet fritter and, a pint of ale, please. You want anything? I'll pay for it. Alright, yeah, go ahead, order. Thank you very much. Alright. That was a good choice you made. You know, the food here at this tavern is by far some of the best I've ever had. Not big on drinking, though? Well, that's okay. It's not that much of a problem. Now, before our food gets here, I did want to talk to you about a few things. So, being an adventurer, you have to understand that it's important to be able to collect different things. And the different things you collect, you have to be able to keep for your own, and potentially sell to other people who collect them and use them for other things. Whether it's minerals and metals for the blacksmith, or any other types of grains for the farmers who can harvest things, or any types of rare fruits that people in the market can resell for higher value on their own, or pretty much any type of good or artifact that comes from the caves that we go adventuring through, and the fields we adventure in as well. Well, today, I am going to show you some of the coolest things I have. Let me just grab my bag. And now the first thing I wanted to show you here is this, the legendary scale of the dragon. It's got a bit of a orange highlight to it on the end of the scale with the black highlights towards the center. It's very cool. I will say this though, while I can't just give that out to anyone, that is by far the coolest piece of treasure that I have caught as of lately. It's also the newest piece since we slayed the mighty dragon today. Oh yes, very much so. The life of adventurer is that with very little rest. I'd like to be able to rest more, and I think I'll be able to now that the dragon has finally been slain. But the best part of all is that we were able to take it down, and I got this nice little scale as a souvenir. In fact, I think you can make one exception and give away one thing of all. I would turn this scale into a beautiful necklace and give it to a very beautiful, fine maiden such as yourself. Did I stutter? Well, yes, I did, but, I'm a little nervous around you, given that, hanging out with my very pretty girl here. Anyway, enough. Point is that if I were to make this into a necklace, it would suit you very well. Nothing but the best for a very beautiful maiden such as yourself. Whew, man. I gotta stretch a little bit. Adventuring sure is hard work. And hey, now that the dragon is gone, we can now relax a little bit. Well, the whole point of adventuring is that we're out finding different things for different people back in the town to use, as well as many other things too. I heard, though, that the grand adventure that only master rank adventurers can do is they're off to find a hidden land somewhere in the forest. They say that out in the forest somewhere, there is a hidden ancient rock, and if the right conditions are met, and the right artifacts and pieces of equipment are brought to the rock, then a magical portal will open to a very hidden place in the land of Ireland. Yes, I know you could get to Ireland on a boat, because there's boats that sail to Ireland, but this is a hidden place within Ireland, known as Tir nan Nog, which is the land of youth. And the grand adventurers and master rank adventurers are the ones who are going out there trying to find all the artifacts and set the conditions right to meet the people of the land of youth and bridge the gap from the hidden territory all over the world so that anyone and everyone can go through there. But if you ask me, it probably remains hidden for a really good reason. Not just anyone can get in there, you know. Yes, but still, it would be very nice to visit that hidden land that no one has found. Very few people have found it, and some people even claim they have found it, but you never know until you actually get there. Of course, though, many people say that they go there to try and meet beautiful girls, but I don't need to do that, because I already have the most beautiful girl in the whole town sitting right here in front of me. She may be an ordinary civilian, but I don't care. You are the love of my life, and I will always be there for you. Oh, that reminds me, I never finished showing you what I was going to show you. Additionally, I have found other artifacts relating to others. For example, I found the fangs of these wolf-like beasts. Like wolves, but they have at least 4 tails. And they're a bit bigger than your typical wolf or fox. So these are the fangs that I've gathered from them. They never knew what was coming for them. And then, in addition to just beasts, there are many other mythical beings out there that we have gathered things from. For example, here is the broken horn off of a unicorn. Because apparently, while unicorns are rumored to exist, every so often they break their horns and regrow new horns. But I was lucky enough to be able to find one of the old horns, which proves that they're real. All that matters now is that we have this as proof. Quite interesting. Yes, you're right. I never noticed that before. You really know your stuff, don't you? Such a smarty pants, aren't you? Well, you're right. Based on the stripes and pattern on this horn, it very well might have come from what's called either a pegacorn or an alicorn, which is a crossbreed of Pegasus and unicorn. So, you never know, maybe those really exist. You really know your stuff, don't you, my fair lady? Oh yes, very much so. And then in addition to that, this may be from a pegacorn or a pegasus or whatever you call it, or it may just be from another bird we haven't discovered yet. But I did find 3 feathers here. They're also very beautiful feathers that are like rainbow patterned feathers. You see how they have like several different colors that blend into each other just like that? Yeah. You can have these too if you want. Take the feathers, and I will turn the scale into a necklace for you. But the other stuff I have to sell. Because an adventurer has to eat somehow, and we make money based off of the things we find. Ah, yes. Oh, wow. Looks like our food's here. Thank you very much, waiter. No, I believe everything's going good for us here. Yes. Yes, you're right. Nothing like a little romantic date. Right, my dear lady? Ah, yes. Tonight's gonna be a very relaxing night on the tavern, and I get tomorrow off. And so, I think I may take a break from adventuring for a little while, see what else the town has to offer. You think maybe you can show me how? Oh, definitely, yes, I would love that. My own private tour guide. Alright, let's eat, my lady.